Hello, YouTube.
Hi, everyone. Got a straight hair. Yay. I know some of you guys are waiting. Welcome. We're a couple minutes late.
Hello, YouTube. Oh, geez.
Wow. Who didn't have the volume down this time? Not me. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Max. Yeah, so I still have that weird hair I've been like bugging over. This weekend, Poshmark had some send offers to likers and get in an entry. So they were really pushing their sending private offers to likers, and I want to know, how did it work out for you guys? Who does it? Do you have a strategy to it? Did it work for you? We're gonna talk all about that. Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Who's that? Carrie's Berry Mom.
Yeah.
Aaron Young. Patriot Picker. What's up, Patriot Picker? Mindy R. Jessica Ortiz.
He's got his glasses on.
E. Martin. Chelsea.
Right when I said that.
Burdick. Yeah. How's everyone doing tonight? Carla Roosevelt. I can't say your last name. We'll just go with Carla Rose.
Sorry, you had a weird loop of hello YouTube. I think I had our volume on for a second. Oopsie.
Yeah, we had the volume on the computer on when we started. That was my bad. I forgot to turn it off.
Oh, Mindy said she did her private offers on Friday, so none of hers counted. But
she made $150 in sales.
That's all that matters, right? The only thing that didn't count was like the entry. I mean, imagine how many people were getting offers.
You know, I'm in the same boat. I did my private offers today, so I didn't get entries either, but the offers went out, and that's all that matters. And
sales is sales.
I had a busy weekend, so I kind of was playing catch up all weekend, and just sent out the private offers today.
I did, but it's all nothing. So I know I was reading one of the Poshmark Facebook groups, like the big one that has like so many members, that some people are trying to come up with like a strategy to the private offers to likers. Kind of like, you know, I have a strategy for closet clear out. It's not the same thing. It's definitely not the same thing. And I get that. I don't know how there would be such a strategy. With closet clear out, you have a historical low. With this private offer,
doesn't affect your historical low. Yeah.
So even if you just have one person, send them an offer. I was just kind of like, I went through my entire closet, and anything that had like even one I sent an offer. Now on closet clear out with a public price drop, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't ruin my historical low for one offer and one person. But yeah, it was almost an average weekend for us.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not exactly sure. One of them I know is definitely a private offer, like the number that came back. And I was like, okay, I don't remember which ones were which. Now, who sends out private offers and then gets offers back on them?
Sometimes, that's a big pet peeve of mine.
Sometimes they kind of, I feel like they kind of spark a low ball.
Yeah.
Hey, you just sent me an offer. You took $5-6 off and shipping. So how about I give you a 50% off offer of that? Has anyone else had that happen? Like low balls come in after you already kind of did something nice and sent them an offer?
I tend to not even negotiate with those people. I just actually flat out decline those offers when that happens. I think it's you're sending out an offer. You're sending out. You're giving them discounted shipping. You're sending them at least 10%. What is it? 20% off, right? Is it 10?
It goes in increments.
Is it
10,
10
20,
is the minimum?
30,
Is that the minimum? Yeah. So you're sending them out an offer, and they're going to come back with a low ball at you, and that's just like a slap in the face. That's how I look at it. You're sending them an offer. You're giving them a deal.
Jessica said, "Me, it's annoying,
isn't it?" So I don't entertain that really when I'm doing private offers. I'll entertain low balls when I'm getting a regular offer, but private offer to likers, I will just usually decline that.
I kind of feel like, you know, they liked your item. And they haven't sent an offer in at this point, and then you finally do something with it. You finally, you know, send out an offer to them, and then they're like, I don't think so. Let me give you $10 for it. And it's like, well, that's kind of rude, you know. I know
if it's not too far off though, you know.
No, definitely not. I've had the private offer to likers go out, and then an offer come in for like a couple dollars less, and like when you kind of do the math, it's like ends up being almost the same thing for the buyer, but it's just like a couple of dollars, because then the shipping discount doesn't happen. You know, I don't think people really do the math like that. Like, okay, well, I sent them $24 and $1.50 off, and now you're offering me like 22 or 21. You're paying the same price, but I'm making less. Like, I don't know. I don't think they think about it like that, because then the shipping's the same. It's still $6.49. It's not that $1.50 off. Or some people do that like free shipping, which really eats into profits. Ugh.
Yeah, I won't do that. I'll do it once in a while, but
with higher priced items.
Yeah, higher priced items. I will.
I sold the Missoni pants that we got at the estate sale. They were those crazy palazzo pants,
like color block, like the stripes and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I sold those I sent a private offer out for $91. I just did the little calculator thing. Easy that way. And she sent an offer for $85, and I was like, I'll take $85.
Yeah.
Sure.
This one here. Clay G says, I have a buyer who I have blocked who gets so rude when I ignore her offers. She just creates new IDs.
Wow. I mean, what is wrong with people? So she sends you offers, like really bad. You block her, and you know it's the same person. Some people you can just tell. And she makes new Poshmark names just to find you again. You must have like fabulous stuff in your closet that she's like, I need this stuff in my house. Wow.
When it happens, instead of ignoring her offers, though, try just declining them. If you don't want to entertain her offers, just decline them flat out and don't ignore them, and you'll probably get better. I don't know if you'll get better results or not. But
in the beginning, have you actually tried?
Yeah, I tried to barter.
Have you tried to put your counter offer in? Or because I get it. There are some people when you're trying to barter back and forth with the offers that they'll go up $1 or they'll just keep repeating their offer. Like that's going to help. Like you can repeat $10 as much as you want. Doesn't mean I'm going to sell it for $10.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, what's up?
Hi, Steve.
What do we got? We got my first sale today.
She stalks me on eBay. Oh my goodness. You have like a cyber store stalker. Wow, I can't say that.
Aerosmith Joe I'm assuming that's a guy. I hope it is. Got my first sale today. Poshmark sale today. Way to go, buddy.
Congratulations on your first sale. And to many more.
Then she said, you got that one.
Yeah, awesome.
I've been getting so many offers of exactly $6.99 off my listed price. It's pretty interesting. People make their own free shipping. Yeah, Lisa,
I noticed that.
We get that too, and that's I don't mind that so much. I'll usually take an offer like that.
Like the $7 or $6, some people
like something close to that.
I get it. They're trying to eat the shipping and get it. Okay.
Yeah. When I list my product and I have a price point at it, I'm usually entertaining an offer between. I'm usually expecting to entertain an offer between $8 and $12 below what I listed at. So having a $7 offer come in, $7 lower is great for me because that's right in my wheelhouse. That's right around my lowest point that I'll take, and it works out great. So there's not a lot of back and forth or anything like that at that point.
It's all about price point and like making sure you have enough wiggle room. If there's not enough wiggle room, you know, it's hard for you to even send out private offers or even receive them. No matter who's sending to who, you're going to be eating into your profits and eating into like your bottom line. And
that's exactly what Carla Rose says there. I always leave wiggle room and I send out an offer just in case they send me back a counter. So that's the way to do it. Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah. I'll usually share a private offer at like, sometimes I'll go 10% on the dot. Sometimes I'll take like $5, $10 off, depending on how much it was. Today I had a pair of boots that I sent out an offer on that were listed at $150, and I sent out an offer of $50 off. So it's all relative. And 50. I sent out a good chunk on that just to see if I can get someone to bite. And
you also didn't really know how to price them. You kind of priced
them. Well,
kind of left.
They're a $450 pair of boots, and I priced them at $150. So I thought that was a reasonable price for those. But
10% and shipping. You know what else I do? You know, if you hit the little calculator and you're trying to send out the private offer and it automatically does the math, I round. So I'm like, I don't know if it's like Poshmark OCD or something like that. Like if it equals out to like $61 is going to be my offer. I'm going to manually make it $60. I'm not going to send someone a $61.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just me or like, I think it's like too specific of a number. I like to do in like the $5, like even number increments, like not $61.
Picker just jumped in with a question here. Been listing a bit, up to 50 items. Way to go, buddy.
Awesome.
And happy with my sales, but curious. Do you think my sell-through rate will go up with more listings, or will I end up with just a bigger pile of stuff that doesn't move?
You will start selling the more you have in your closet and the more consistent you get with listing it. And then, yeah, it will definitely increase the more you list.
Yeah. So like
consistent.
There are certain sweet spots to the Poshmark listing and a like that. So once you hit like 100 to 150, right?
When I hit like 250, all of a sudden I like almost couldn't keep up with keeping it at 250. Now I talk about this. I just hit I hit 300 active listings and I was like excited. I have listed over 100 items in the past week and a half between doing YouTube and like everything else. I've listed over 100 items and I barely am up 40. Like throughout the like week and a half. So it's like your sell-through rate will get there. As long as you start like multiplying and listing every day. That's the one thing it doesn't matter what I'm doing all day. I'm going to list. Sometimes he's like, really? Like, I got to list. Give me a few minutes. I got to make a listing. You're welcome, Patriot Picker.
So here we go. Max sold the Ralph Lauren Big Pony Yacht Club LS shirt for him $49. They didn't even ask for a lower price. Cha-ching, paid $10. I would have never gotten $49 on eBay. Yeah, it's the nature of Poshmark. It's a great thing. It's one of the best things about Poshmark is the price difference between eBay and Poshmark.
They have it's just a perceived value on the sites like higher than eBay, and eBay's are consistently going down. And I think it's the whole community trying to outdo one another. Definitely. And dollaring each other to death. And I'm going to be a little lower than that person. And then the comps get lower and lower and lower.
And so it's like they're selling them on pennies. For pennies, it's just getting there's no point to put it up there.
That's not the case, you know. No, I love items that just flat out sell. Who doesn't? You all love it when you wake up. Congratulations, so-and-so bought your whatever it is. And then it's all those full price items that make it worth those occasional times when you're like, okay, I'm going to send out a private offer. I'm going to, give them a bundle discount. I've sold a lot of bundles this week.
A lot of bundles. You sold like 10 bundles
like
this week.
Every single day I had at least 2. I know, which is strange for me. And yeah, so most of them, it was me seeing that they added things to a bundle. And I said, okay, this is my best I can do. And this is my offer. And sometimes they didn't respond back right away. But then I wake up in the morning and it's like, congratulations, so-and-so accepted your offer. You don't know until you ask or until you try. So doesn't hurt. But
Michelle's World, what's up? Aaron Young has a question. Do you guys make it a point to share your closets during party times, even if you don't have listings that are relevant to the party themes?
I try to.
Yeah, so do I.
Try to. A PM party all the time. Like pretty much when we're done with you guys tonight, where do you think we're going? We're jumping on our couch, we're getting in our comfy cozy clothes, and we're just gonna
that's the best part about the PM
TV
too.
And watching
everything's relevant at the PM party.
But there's some parties like Best in Kids. I don't have kids clothes.
We'll share to our followers.
Yeah, I share to my followers. Yeah. There's more active users on the apps during the virtual party time. So or right before, right after, around that time frame.
So Aerosmith Joe says, can you help me, please? I cannot find out how to put an offer button on my listings. That's automatically
It's automatically there.
Poshmark puts the offer button in there. Everybody can make an offer on any listing. It's not something that you add in. It's going to show up in your listings.
Do you have your phone?
Yeah, I do.
So this is something that I just might be blind to it. When I actually wrote Poshmark an email like a while ago, and I was like, how come I can't see my own like buy button? Are my items not for sale? And they're like, why would you buy your own item?
Yeah.
So it might not even be visible to you.
Let's take a look.
I don't know.
Is it? Open up. Yeah, there we go. I thought it was. No, I think the price drop is only visible. And yeah, you can't buy it. You can't offer on it.
Yeah, like you can't buy your own product. So the prompts aren't going to be in your own listing. But if you look at other people's listings, yours looks the exact same way to other people. But why would you see all that stuff and like have an extra button to accidentally like tap when you're like sharing your own closet or editing listings or something like that? Yeah, I really thought like my entire closet was not for sale and I wasn't on vacation mode. And I was like, where's my buy it now button? Did it disappear? Like, I was that person. I felt so silly when I got that reply email.
Hey, Melanie Mel, we love you too. What else we got going on here? Hi, Christine Feeney.
I see emojis.
First sale I made, the girl gave me a 5-star rating. Way to go. That's awesome.
Awesome.
I actually sold how's that? Is that a
Joey
dress? Is that Joey?
Yeah.
Or Joy? Is it French?
I never know. Like, I'll just make, I didn't know how to say anthropology for the longest time. I'm like, anthropology? I didn't know. But then it's very phonetical. Because sometimes some of them aren't. And you're like, you say it one way and it's like completely different. It's like, it's a silent K. You're like, wait, that doesn't exist.
Sold a Zygle, I think.
The Zygle, yes.
Zygle halter
they
top
have
for $24.
Really funky patterns. That brand, like I think from Canada. Don't quote me on that, but they have like I sold a sweater from them, and the thing had like this crazy zipper. It was like patchwork hobo type. I don't know. It was crazy sweater, and that thing sold for like good money. I think I sold it for like $60, and I got it for a couple bucks. I'd never heard of the brand. I don't find it that often. I found some of their shoes before, and those sold pretty quick. That they have like one of those like cult followings.
Yeah. We got a question here from Kay Harris. Do you have any advice for those who are having a hard time finding high-end items when sourcing?
I have this problem on and off. We don't live in like a very, very rich area. We live in a city. And so I try to aim for like middle priced items. I'll try to find stuff that I could get like $35 to $55 for. I don't find Louis Vuittons. Like,
once in a while.
When we attended an estate sale, we really looked out.
Yep.
We got some high end stuff. I've been trying to get higher end items, things that I can list with like triple digits in my closet. It's just in this area, you really have to look for it. So keep looking for it, but maybe try to not get like $10 and $15 things. Look for things that are going to at least bring you in like $30 to $40 on average, and try to bring up your price per piece. So when you do find that high end thing, you can like buy it.
Christine Feeney, people have been lowballing like crazy. Yeah, it happens. I know
Nature of the beast.
It's gonna go away though. You'll get good offers soon too. It's just roll with the punches. That's all you can do about that. It's unfortunate. But
I had one lady comment on my listing that, I found this in a consignment store the other day, new with tags for X amount of money. And you're selling it for X amount of money. Well, I'm only going to offer you what I feel I should pay, and it's used. And I'm like, well, first of all, it's a rare color. It was a Lululemon piece. It's like a sought after color. And then she even said, like, I can't find it in this color. Yep. I'm like, yeah, because it's hard to find in this color. And you're telling me you're going to pay what you can pay for something that isn't a hard to find color. Well, she thought she was like bullying me, and for me to like lower my price. Hey, I have what you want. You're either going to buy it, or I'm going to keep it here until someone buys it from me. I don't like when people do that in a listing. It's very unprofessional, and you have to keep a manner of professionalism too, because you want to say certain things to these people. I know you do. You want to give them, rip them a new one, kind of. Yeah. Like, that's rude. But then you can't delete comments on Poshmark. Everyone can see it. Luckily, it's sold to somebody else. Luckily, it sold to somebody else, so I don't have to worry about people constantly looking at that listing going like, oh, what's this interaction? And kind of out the door.
So Dana K says, I've had someone put one item in a bundle. What do I do with that?
You can still send them an offer.
I do that all the time, yeah.
It's not the private offer to Lakers. It's just you open up where it says item to bundle, or you could go into the dressing room, filter into just bundles, open up whatever one you're talking about, and you see the exact same screen, whether there's one item or 40 items. And you can send them an offer. You can also include the $1.50 or the full shipping if you want to.
Hack Your Health 24/7 says it takes me like 3 hours to take pics, list, number, and box just 22 items. How long does it take you on average to list about 20 items, and what is your process? So what we do, we actually batch a lot of what we do out. So we'll take multiple pictures one day, and then we'll list throughout the week and list. I tend to do it. I tend to break my listings up into 5 or 6 items per day. I'll take 5 or 6 pictures. I'll list them in the evening, and then I'll do it all over again the next day. So I'm not really bogged down, and it takes me about a half hour to 45 minutes from start to finish photographing, and then another 20 to 30 minutes to list all those items. So probably what, an hour and 15, hour and a half.
Maybe 2 hours.
2 hours. It is a time consuming process, but I do it a little less than taking them all at once. It makes it a lot easier, and that way you're going to be able to list every day anyway. So
for me too, it also depends on what the item is. Today I had a bunch of stuff that I had put aside for when, a rainy day, and I'm like, I need to pull from the, oh crap, I'm running out of inventory bin. I keep one of those. And they were wrinkled to all heck, like set in wrinkles. Like I was with the steamer like 2-3 times. It took me a long time to prep like 7 items, and I was like getting frustrated. So that consumed a lot of my time. But if it's shoes, I could do like 20 shoes and like,
oh yeah, like
real quick.
Yeah, I did do a lot of steaming today too. So that took up some of my time. It really
depends on like what it is. If they're prepped, are they washed? Is it gonna like bunch up on you? Is it awkward like a maxi dress? Ugh.
Yeah, you can try batching it out though, taking a bunch of pictures on one day, then listing 5 items a day for the next 4 or 5 days, and then do it all over again. You can do that way. You can try what I do and just take 5 or 6 pictures a day. But I have a good base in my closet right now of about 100 items. So like for me, it's a little easier for me to do 5 items a day and not have to worry about my closet dropping too low. And I'll be able to play catch and have to play catch up a lot. So it's really depending on how fast you want to move and
maybe think about what's taking up your time. Is it because you're messing with a mannequin and kind of fighting?
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, when I'm using my dress form, I will be swearing at that thing. Like, you can fit into this dress, honey. She's like velvet, so they don't like slide off. Oh, but if you're, maybe try to better your technique so you could do, if you're doing flat lays, figure out what's taking up most of your time.
Yep.
And kind of work on that to make your efficiency better.
So we got Carrie Berry's mom. I'm somewhat new to selling on Poshmark. Find that I am never on Poshmark time. I'm never available during party times. What should I do?
Yeah, they are West Coast. And every time it's like whatever time, it's always West Coast. We are East Coast. We always have to do the time difference. You don't have to share during a party. I share at 10:30 in the morning too.
Yeah.
And I think that's when most people like more towards the West are kind of getting ready to go to work. They might be sitting down with their cereal or breakfast, fruit, and going around the app. My morning shares really are important to me. But yeah, sharing is important. So if you can't really make the parties, activity. Yeah,
just share when you can.
Share when you can.
You're still gonna other people will share your stuff to the parties when you share and you get followers. So people are going to get your items into the parties, and it's just good to share and follow and just do as much activity as you can. Use the 30-minute method, do stuff like that, and get your activity up, and you'll get people sharing for you. So it works. We got Max saying first month on Poshmark, and I'm depositing $150 a week to my bank. That's awesome.
That is awesome. I imagine, your job. If your day job, and they said, we're going to give you a raise. You've earned it. You've been here for X amount of time. Some jobs give like quarter raises or very small incremental raises. Do they ever give you a raise where you're depositing $150 a week extra in one go? What job does that?
Yep.
That's amazing that you're upping your money like by almost $200. Like, that's great.
Flippin' Blonde says Posh sales were fire for me this weekend with the fire emoji.
Emojis. My favorite.
Hi, Laddie's Closet. Welcome to the broadcast.
I love the emojis. Who did the fire emojis?
Flippin' Blonde.
Did you use the private offer to Lakers, or were they just straight up fire sales? Because I really want to know, I know Poshmark was really promoting it this weekend. They had a giveaway. They're like, win gift card, win Posh credit, win money. And hey, if it's free, if you're going to win something for doing something you could do anyway.
Welcome, wear yourself out. Glad you made it. Do you guys have set hours to post? Not really, no.
No, I try not to post new items in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll share. I personally like to post more in the evening hours. I feel like when you post a new listing, anybody following that brand, whether or not they follow you, is going to see it in their activity feed. It's like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Where if you're following free people, it'll say new in free people, and you see a bunch of thumbnails of every new item listed or whatever brand. So I feel like I get more people looking when that happens.
Jessica Ortiz says,
"Oh, you like my tea,
guys? How does it work when a friend wants to see or buy from your closet, but the person is not a Poshmark seller, just a regular person?" What did we had that situation actually happen to me.
Where is it? I want to read it.
Just the other day.
Oh, I see it.
Our employee wanted to buy something from me. She's also a friend. So what I did was I sold it to her, and we just took it down off Poshmark, just deleted the listing, and just made it like a regular sale. So you can do that. You can go, and if your friend wants to buy something that's already listed in your closet, just pull it down off of your closet and sell it to her, and you're all set.
You know, it's kind of like if you sell on other platforms, what would you do? You wouldn't leave it still listed, and so, or selling locally, like on Facebook Marketplace, or Craigslist, or OfferUp or something like that. You wouldn't, like, same thing, but it's just more personable. Yeah, she lives 5 minutes down the street from us. Maybe if you hit that one red light, why would we ship it to her? Why would we do that? Like, wouldn't.
Hack Your Health 24/7 says, how do you store shoes? Help.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so I store them in the bags as well. First of all, it depends on the shoes. I store them like side by side in the bag, so they're kind of like a cylinder almost. If they're a leather or high heels or anything that can like rub, you know, not like a tennis sneaker, I will take one single piece of tissue paper and kind of have it between the two so they don't like abrade each other and rub. And then I put the bag around it nice and tight, and I put my inventory sticker on top of it, but I put it on top because the shoes I stack up vertically. So I look down into the bin and I can like vertically see the shoes. You get more space out of them that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was a Fill-A-Bag in the Brimfield Flea Market this weekend. Wear yourself out. Hit the Brimfield this weekend and Fill-A-Bag for $10 at a clothing tent. That's near us, isn't it? Where is Brimfield? I think that's near where we are. It's on the East Coast, right?
Is that Massachusetts?
Yeah, I think that might be. I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds familiar. Yeah. I wish we knew about that.
If it's not, I apologize.
Red Lotus Treasure says that's smart.
I love Fill-A-Bag though. I do.
Batching sounds like a time saver.
It is. Plus, you know, life happens, especially now it's going to be summertime, and you guys know you're going to be going to the beach and hanging with family, going to barbecues, and you don't want to be like, oh my goodness, I didn't list today.
Yeah.
I didn't photograph today. And you always have something ready to go just in case like life gets in the way, because, you know, this isn't all you need to do. You can't just be like this Poshmark machine or this reselling machine. You have to enjoy life. You know, why are you doing this to make extra money? You're doing this so you can have freedom that most people can't experience.
Yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to Cincinnati for my sister's graduation a week from Thursday. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put my closet on vacation, but Karen is going to keep her closet going. And she's going to take, we're going to go sourcing, like mega sourcing before we leave. And we're going to take a bunch of pictures like Tuesday and Wednesday before we leave. And we're going to list everything throughout the time that we are in Cincinnati. And we'll have listings to make. And we got someone covering our shipping. So we're gonna be able to continue selling on Poshmark and shipping in a timely fashion while we're away, which is great. So
I spilled my coffee. I needed to get napkins.
Random Adventures in upstate New York says you guys list 30 Poshmark items in the same time I list one on eBay, which I've been doing since 2002. LOL.
So on eBay, we like to make our drafts. You know, I do like the draft feature on eBay.
Yeah, we draft out a bunch at once. We batch on eBay too. So
I like to finalize on the computer though. It has more prompts, more of like the like the metadata kind of for an eBay listing, where on the app it doesn't have that stuff. So no matter where I start an eBay draft, I always complete on the computer. It's just us. But Poshmark doesn't have a draft feature. You can make your own drafts.
So yes, Kimberly Hooker, Danny K's question did get answered. What we do when we get a one item bundle is you can send out an offer just like it's a multiple item bundle. We'll send out an offer and hopefully a sale will bite from that. That's a lot of the times that's what they're doing. Sometimes maybe it's an accident that they put the item in the bundle, but most of the time they're trying to get you to send them an offer.
Or they had added that to a bundle and then they did peruse the rest of your closet, you know, with their size filter on, hoping to add more to it, and maybe nothing really caught their eye, and now that one item is still kind of hanging out in the bundle. It could have been. There's multiple reasons why it's there. It doesn't hurt to send out that offer, though. They have 24 hours.
Christine Feeney, we are getting to those closet consultations very shortly. In order. So we're going to be
two. I did like 2 already.
We're going to be sending out an email to everyone who purchased the closet consultation, and we're gonna go through our list from beginning to end. So we will get to those in the next. I don't know how long it's going to take.
Well, I did 2 already.
Yeah.
And I at first I was like, okay, I'm just going to go in order because that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
You know. However, we've gotten a few responses of new people saying like, you know, I don't have my closet completely up and running yet. So I have to. I'm just going to send out a batch email and say, if you want to opt for a later date, let me know so I can kind of readjust for the people that want to get bumped up in the list. You know, it's not going to take crazy amounts of time, though.
Well, we are definitely getting to those. Yeah.
To give you like our full attention, and that's what, you know, it's for. So I don't want to just like rush through it and like do it really quick. That's not why we did that, you know. So just a little bit of patience.
Elisa Goldman had a buyer return an item today, all balled up in a bag.
Oh,
that's terrible. Yeah, wear yourself out. 5 a day does get you the best Posh algorithm we found. That's really a sweet spot for listing. If you can hit 5 a day and have a good base, you're in good shape for your closet.
Mm-hmm. I love 5 a day. Keeps the doctor away.
Rose M says, you two have inspired a mom of 4 to get motivated to start selling on Poshmark. Got my first 3 sales within a week of each other.
Wow.
Thanks, guys. That's awesome, Rose. Way to go.
That's great. Especially a mom of 4. Any extra cash, right? You know that cash is going to come in handy with some for kids.
So Random Adventures in upstate New York. 30-minute method is a concise method that's going to get you enough activity to really get your closet moving in the right direction throughout the day. If you do everything on the list on the 30-minute method, you're going to get the optimal amount of activity that's going to spark sales. It's going to spark interactions. It's going to spark followers. It's going to spark people sharing your closet.
Pretty much every little aspect
it does everything.
of the app you touch base with for like a very brief amount of time. And then the Poshmark algorithm goes, well, I thank you so much. We are going to reward you because you're doing all this stuff, even though you're not investing a lot of time in it. I used to do this when I worked. When I had my full-time job. In the morning, I would do my morning shares, but then I would do the 30-minute method because, you know, I worked, you know, full-time job.
Yeah.
But on the weekends, I would just like do normal Poshmark activity.
Yeah, there's a video on our channel about the 30-minute method. So just take a look at that.
No time to Posh, and then you see like the Alice in Wonderland rabbit with the I'm late.
Tanya Renee says the parties are so spread out throughout the day. I am on East Coast, and I find I can share during 2, if not all. Depending on my work day, of course. So yeah, just share when you can. You don't have to go to every party. And if you have a lunch break at 12 or something like that, share a couple items during your lunch break or whenever you take your lunch.
Or you can share half a closet. There's been times where I don't have time to share my whole closet, but there's like a party going on. I go, okay. I call it like top half, you know, bottom half, and then I have like little points where I'm like, okay, that's about a quarter. So it's like if you're in a time.
Yeah, you don't have to hit every party though.
Share the top half of your closet.
It's really the best parties too are going to be the 7 and 10 o'clock parties for East Coast time. More people on the app at that time, so that's where you're going to get the most results. And everybody's usually off work by then. I hope you are, and you get the time to spend on Poshmark. So the 7 and 10 o'clock parties are the best for sure.
Now remember, when you share something to a party showroom, it also goes to your followers feed, so it's like a double whammy.
Yeah.
So the more people that are there, no matter if they're in the party showroom looking or in their feed. Maximum exposure, right? That's great.
Mimi says, hey guys, how are you? I'm watching you from a hospital in Farmington, Connecticut. My mom just had surgery, so I'm here watching you guys. I hope your mom is okay. Get well soon, and thanks for tuning in.
Oh, Farmington's not that far from us.
No, Farmington is right around the corner.
Right around the corner. Anywhere we go in the state, Jay's like, it's 30 minutes. That's his thing. He goes, it's 30 minutes. I was like, I bet you it's not.
Wear Yourself Out says, hey, we are neighbors. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, nice. Connecticut's small.
Yeah, Connecticut is small.
Spoiled like that.
Do you guys sell handbags? Have you heard of the brand Haiku? It has good comps, but not sure about the brand.
I've heard of haiku. The reason why I heard of it is because I had me and my friend in high school used to like write haikus, like the actual like Japanese poem, like all the time, and like write little signs on them. Nerdy, yeah. And when I heard of it, I was like, I thought they meant like the poem, and I was like, oh, it's a handbag, but I have not found any or sold any. If comps look good and the bag's in a good condition and it's stylish and fashionable, sell it. Even if it's, you know, purses that aren't a name brand, if they're fashionable, like on trend and in good condition, they're still going to sell. Yeah. So if it's a good brand, definitely, if it's at a good price point.
Jennifer Lasiak says, do only 2 names sell for decent profit? You're going to have to clarify that a little bit. I don't know if we're not exactly sure what you mean by 2 names. Are you talking about brand names? Or are you talking about high end or purses? Yeah. What do you, just pop it in the comment. We'll get to it. I'm scrolling down on the phone, so I'll get there.
That's eventually. Why he's looking down.
Aerosmith Joe says, I sold a shirt on eBay that I had on Poshmark. Should I delete it or put not for sale on Poshmark? Definitely. Get rid of it on Poshmark.
So we delete ours.
Yeah, we delete ours.
We do delete ours right away. You can make the listing not for sale because on eBay, you have an X amount of return policy. We have a 30-day return policy. I'm not sure exactly what yours is, but you have a possibility for that thing to come back. Now, some cross-listers will put it not for sale. And once that grace period of return has expired, they reactivate it. We delete ours. Now, we have had listings come back, you know, a sale come back occasionally on return.
We just relist it.
We relist it.
Not a big deal.
It gets fresh eyes on it, and it's a brand new listing, which helps your algorithm. So, you know, I personally delete it, save the base photos, save your description, and if the person on eBay returns it, just relist it. Take a couple minutes, right?
Wear Yourself Out says she is from, or he, I think it's a she, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
You must go to Brimfield, 12 miles of vintage clothes and fill a bag locations.
Oh.
Yeah, we might have to meet up with you one day, and it's just.
I want to screenshot it. I'm not going to remember that.
It doesn't say Brimfield on it.
Oh. This is what I do. I screenshot. Good. Ooh. Because I don't remember, like, specific. Oh, you'll remember Brimfield? I'll remember when
I've heard of Brimfield before, so I thought it was near us,
But I won't be able to, like, recall it. Maybe now, since I've said it a couple times.
It's west of Worcester, Mass. Known for big flea markets. Worcester, yeah.
I used to go to a lot of shows at the Worcester.
Worcester.
The Worcester. I wonder how many people from, like, way outside of New England call it Worcester. I can't even say that right? Worcester.
All right, so Jennifer Lanciak says, I want to keep selling, but I'm trying to learn how to list, sell, and ship while we travel. How can I do this?
Ooh.
If you don't have an employee, it's going to be really tough.
You can list while you travel.
You can list. The only problem is if you sell something, you're not going to be at home to ship it. So we use an employee that'll do that for us while we travel.
My employee that does our inventory, she has not been trained in shipping. However, my sister is a part-time Poshmark seller. She's very casual with it. She knows the possibility. She sees what happens. She's just, it's not her thing. She does it to get new clothes. So she definitely knows how to ship. So she's coming to learn our inventory system and shipping out for us. So I don't have to teach her like how to print a label or any of that stuff. And it's family. She can also feed Mr. Bigglesworth and Hunter Cat. They're going to need a little kitty love too. So
how do you store your purses and bags?
Those are one of the very few items I don't pre-package when we're done listing. Like my employee doesn't do them. I have 2 huge bins, and most of the purses I lay flat on top of each other. If they're really delicate, I might fill them with stuffing, like newspaper, to keep their shape. And if they have like a pleather or a leather, I will also put that very thin sheet of like tissue paper so they won't rub and get all over each other. Because I've had color transfer in the past. Oops. And then I wrap when I sell.
Do you think that adding Pinterest helps make sales? How can you tell if sales come from outside the app?
So you can tell if the sales came from outside the app if they signed up for a new account on Poshmark. So knowing how they sign up for a new account, when you say so-and-so has bought your whatever, everybody gets a temporary username if they go from off-site to Poshmark to purchase something. Either you came up in a Google search or a Pinterest search, Twitter search, and it will bring you to Poshmark. It'll say, okay, here. It'll direct them through the sale, and it gives them a temporary username. Now, after they're done with the transaction, Poshmark makes them choose a username. So on your yada yada sold whatever, if you click that username, it'll say user not found. But if you go into the actual sale, it'll be a different username because they made them choose one. And it's usually like the first letter of the first name and first letter of their last name and a string of numbers. Like JS42793.
So you'll know they just created a username just to buy your item. So
and it came from offsite. You can't track what site it came from.
Yeah.
It could have been Google, it could have been Twitter or whatever. We have ours hooked up to my Pinterest boards. Pinterest is big, especially through like people like making their pin boards. It goes all over.
So Aerosmith Joe says, what kind of equipment do you have to do these videos? Well, we are using a Logitech webcam, a Blue Yeti mic, and we are picking up a Canon G7X.
Look at my Yeti. I love this
camera
thing.
for
Does that look like so rock and roll?
So it's pretty simple equipment. We just picked up, we're going to get a better webcam. We just picked up like a $40 webcam for now, but there's a better one out there that we're going to pick up in a few weeks. We just haven't had the time to grab that yet. But,
when I used to do my videos and we weren't going live, we would just use our cell phones.
Yeah, we still use our cell phone too for that. We still use our cell phone for doing
we have like the latest
videos.
iPhone, so like the video qualities on it is good. You know, no need to buy extra equipment when I can buy more inventory, right?
Yeah. E. Martin says, what do you do with saves notices from Pinterest? How would you connect to the people who like your items on Pinterest? Saves notices?
Huh. How do you save notices? Oh, somebody has saved like your pin to a board? I'm not sure I understand the question.
Yeah, probably something like that, I bet.
I'm not sure on Pinterest you can actually contact somebody. Yeah. It's not like that. It's more like you create your own boards and follow people, but there's not a lot of like interaction. You could comment on a picture, you know, but if somebody pins one of your closet's items to a board in their closet or shares it or whatever and saves it, I don't know if you could tag them. If somebody knows, help them out.
Wear Yourself Out is from Bristol, Connecticut, but really Brimfield is in Massachusetts. That makes sense now. We definitely are neighbors. Linda Fagliostone, something like that, says, hello, which videos was the one on how to use pic art?
Picture art?
Yep.
Oh, I have one that says like photo apps for. I think I'm going to make a video shortly because people keep asking me how to make little banners in their closet. So like, welcome to my closet, bookmark my closet, 5 for $25 on socks or whatever. You know, people want to like know how to make these like banners.
Yeah.
Because they're just listings that are not for sale. But I think I'll put something together for you guys eventually. But yeah, that has some of that stuff in it.
Kemi's God's Girl 1-on-1 says hello from Ohio. We're gonna be in Ohio in a week from Thursday. We're doing a little meetup. So if you're in the Cincinnati area or close to it and you want to take a drive and meet us, we're gonna set the details sometime this week on Instagram. It's Thrifty Flamingo at Thrifty Flamingo on Instagram. If you want to follow us on Instagram, you'll know the details when we set them.
On Facebook, the Thrifty Flamingo
on Facebook. Yeah,
follow us on Facebook. We'll post on both. We're not so familiar with Cincinnati, so
if you guys have ideas too, get in touch with us on Instagram. Give us some ideas of a restaurant or a cool bar or whatever where we can have a little meetup
meeting place
for what's probably going to be around in the afternoon, so a lunchtime kind of thing. And yeah. So give us some ideas. We'll figure something out though, and we're going to get that set up soon. So follow us on Instagram if you're from Ohio, and we'd love to meet you guys.
Yeah, if you guys have any good eats or recommendations in the greater Cincinnati area, definitely let us know about it, because right now we're just like, we've been poking around like Googling things and like we don't have experience, but if you guys have been somewhere, we would definitely love to check out like a really good place. Only live once.
What do you do when you spot an imperfection on an item after it is sold?
I will update the listing.
And that's from Red Lotus Treasures.
Unless it's like completely like, how the heck did I miss that? It completely changes everything. I will, if it's one of those like really big oopses, I won't just update the listing. I'll like also reduce the price and maybe even fix the photos too to show it. If it's just like I missed a tiny bit of fray on the back hem of some jeans or something like that, I'll just say back of pants tiny bit worn, you know, back bottom hems. I'll update the listing.
Wear Yourself Out says, I'll send you the 19th, I hope. So, not sure what you mean by that. If you mean you're going to the flea market on the 19th, we actually have a Posh and Sip scheduled in Connecticut on the 19th. So,
you'll see us the 19th?
Oh, you'll see us. Oh, awesome. You're coming to the Posh and Sip. All right.
We are hosting a Posh and Sip. What a Posh and Sip is a get-together. It's just a reseller get-together for people on Poshmark. You can have these with 2 people or 20 people. You can have them at your house, at a bar, in a library, at a mall, anywhere.
Yeah, that's true, Karen. By the way, you can't update a listing once it was sold.
Not once it was sold.
He was asking what do you do if you notice an imperfection after the item was sold?
After it was sold. Oh, you can message the person on the
Thanks,
listing.
Elisa.
I didn't know it was sold.
Yeah.
But you can message the seller before shipping it out and say, oh my goodness, I noticed there was a fill in the blank. Do you still want to send this out? Or yada yada, like how do you want to proceed?
Yeah.
Because the buyer has 3 hours to cancel. So if you caught it right away and you said, hey, yada yada, they could go and cancel it. If it's after the 3 hours, you have to cancel on your end. But yeah, the Posh and Sip. Oh, right now it looks like rain.
They're just saying showers. It should be fine. We're gonna be fine for that.
We have a rain date of Sunday, and that also has the.
They're saying showers. Rain. They're not saying rain all day, so we're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
No, it could change.
It's not gonna change. We're having it on Saturday.
No, the weather. You don't want the weather to change.
Oh, the weather can change, but showers aren't gonna affect the Posh and Sip. We'll be good to go.
I don't want the weather to change from what they're saying.
Kim H says, I have a B Ireland bag and can't seem to find any info. Do you have any idea?
Is it a brand or is it like one of those like Ireland? That's I don't know if it's a brand. I've never heard of it if it's a brand. You're just gonna have if you can't find comps on it.
Just do your best.
Do your best. I mean, I've had items where I can't find anything on it, or I can't even read the name of the thing. Sometimes that like vintage stuff.
Yep.
Price it tiny bit higher, but not crazy in the outer space, and just see what response you get. If you're getting absolutely no likes and no traction, reprice the thing until you start seeing some kind of activity.
Hey guys, if you're new here, new to our channel, or just tuning in, or been tuning in for a little while, we actually we have a free 6-part Poshmark workshop that's going out, and if you guys want to get in on that, we go over everything from inventory to photography to listing. To what items sell best. We give you a tour of our house, the whole works, and on how we run a Poshmark business. Just jump on the first link in our description. It's our email list. Just enter your email, and you'll automatically get those videos. You'll get 1 video per day for the next 6 days, and it's going to show you our Poshmark workshop. It's a great help. People have been loving it. So if you haven't seen that yet, they aren't available on YouTube. Just jump on our email list and you'll get those videos exclusively to your email. Yeah.
Who doesn't want that? If you guys are enjoying this content, you guys like it about talking about making those sales happen with these offer features and us answering all your questions, definitely give us a thumbs up. I see 83 viewers. I can't tell how many people have given us a thumbs up.
Kay Harris.
Appreciate that.
Kay Harris says, this is my last question. LOL.
Oh,
is the Poshmark you offer for new or active sellers? It's for both. If you're an active seller, you're going to get something out of it. If you're a new seller, you're definitely going to get something out of it. We go over the ins and outs of Poshmark, nuts and bolts from start to finish. So it's really a great resource. Everything you want to know about Poshmark, we put into that course, and we're updating it too. So.
Debbie, it says, where are you guys going to be in Cincinnati? Do you want the addresses of St. Vincent de Paul and Goodwill? Sure, we'll take those. But we also are looking for a place to kind of like get a little.
Oh yeah, get a little. We're gonna
get together.
We've decided it's going to be easier than going out all of us thrifting to just grab a restaurant and grab some lunch together and stuff like that. So hopefully, Debbie, you can make it. And 2, if you know a place near Cincinnati, it looks like you're only 10 minutes from there.
Yeah.
Let us know of a good place. Get in touch with us on Instagram. Let us know of a good place to or Facebook, to set up a meetup for a little lunch or something like that.
Dad, because how long has your dad been in Cincinnati? Like 2 years?
Yeah,
almost?
2 years, something like that.
About 2 years. We asked his dad, and his dad was like, his dad travels a lot. He's not helpful. Not helpful.
And where are we in? That's a good question. I know the address, but I don't know the part of town.
Yeah, I don't know the subsection.
I can tell you from last time when we drove in, it's a little past the Cincinnati Reds Stadium.
Yeah, it's not that far.
It's a little neighborhood. It's a tucked in neighborhood. I'm not gonna say the address, but So yeah, if you want to meet us though, Debbie, we'd love to meet you. So help us out.
Careful.
Does junior sizes sell better on Poshmark or on eBay?
I have not had many junior size items. I've moved them. I have 2 in my closet right now, and they are like a plus size junior. They're like XXL junior. They're not moving as they're just t-shirts. You know, they're like a band t-shirt, kind of like what I'm wearing. But they're from the bins, and they are, I think we're from Hot Topics. Yeah. Like a junior XXL. They're not like a huge thing, so they're definitely juniors. They've gotten likes on them. They've gotten some views, but I don't have so much experience in the juniors. If anyone else does, tell them your experience.
Hey, Whitley's Wares. Stephanie Flores says, is it better to hang or do a flat really for selling dresses?
Sometimes I do both. You get 8 photos, right? You work on that cover shot. You take all your pictures, whether one's laying down on a mannequin, on a hanger, and you look at them all and you say, what's that like glory shot? What's the best one? What's going to grab someone's attention? And then I'll do like 1 or 2 hanging. If it fits good on my mannequin and I'm not screaming at my mannequin, I fight with her. My dress form, I'll do 1 or 2 with the dress form. And then I'll have 1 or 2 on the hanger as well to kind of see how the dress falls, you know, because it's not just like a shirt. Dresses are all a little different.
Wear Yourself Out says, can I wear my Yankees hat on the 19th? LOL. Yeah, sure. Yes. Karen's a Yankee fan.
A Yankee fan. Aha, that's right. Born and raised a Yankee fan. My mom, my grandfather, opposite. So we're going to the Yankee Red Sox game in September. Yep. I know it's a couple months away. Every year he takes his dad to a Red Sox game. And every year I take me mom to a Yankee game. She goes other than that too. But we've never actually seen the Yankees in Boston like play each other like together, which is strange because we're always going to games, but we never do that. So I'm kind of excited to
So Hack Yourself says, how do you take pictures of ties? I just grabbed a tie. I'll show you what I do real quick.
I was wondering why he was like leaning down.
I'm going to do it off camera real fast and then hold it up so you can see. So what I do is I just basically roll from the skinny part, the skinny end tail, all the way up to the fatter part of the tail, and just leave a little bit out. And this is my main photo of a tie. It kind of hangs with a ball in the back and kind of sits on the – can't see it there, but it kind of sits on the table.
I can do it.
And you just snap a quick picture.
Kind of sits flat, so it gives it some kind of dimension.
And then I'll unroll it, and I will show the back of the tie unrolled like that.
Ties are a pain
and just snap a couple pictures. What I've been doing is adding the ties into my listings with men's dress shirts.
Smart,
so
right?
I'm doing a few pictures of the ties, and then the rest is going to be shirts. So I don't take too many pictures.
1 or 2 ties. I think about it when you go into the men do this at like the department stores. They come prepackaged with a shirt and like a coordinating tie. I see them at Macy's. You know, so Jay had this awesome idea. He's like, I have a crud ton of ties and a crud ton of button-up shirts. Alone, you're not getting crazy amount of money.
No, they make like 20, 25 bucks for dress shirts.
Put those things together, and then bam, men will look at it as an instant outfit. Now they don't have to say, hey, honey, does this tie look good with this shirt? Men love that stuff. They love just to throw and go and not have to worry. He told me, he's like, that's the easiest part, not having to say, does this match? He's always, when he used to dress up, does this tie look good with this shirt? Right.
And it always looks good. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I always like
but
a second opinion.
You would always ask me.
I like a second opinion. So Kim H says, I have my first appointment with a CPA tomorrow. I'm so nervous. Don't be nervous. That's a great thing to do.
No, that's awesome. It's also going to help you be a lot more knowledgeable. Believe me, when I sat down with Ron, remember that one day, the first time I sat down with a CPA, I'm fired up. I brought a notebook. I brought my iPad. I was like, I can't forget this. He said this word, and I got to remember this. And
so just take it all in. You'll be good to go.
And every day you're going to learn a little more, and you're going to start practicing what he's saying. And like the bookkeeping's going to get easier, and everything's going to get easier. I hate that part, but it gets easier.
Daisy May says, do you think pricing too low can hurt your sales? I've listed low with no movement and then raised the price and bam, it sells. Yeah, it can definitely hurt your sales. Too low or way too high, you're going to be priced out of the game either direction. If you're pricing it too low, people are going to think there's something wrong with it. If you're pricing it too high, it's the opposite of the end of the spectrum. So you got to find that sweet spot in pricing. We always do the comps and then price a little higher towards the higher end of the comps. We don't go over the highest price in the comps, and that way we have enough room to wiggle an offer out, and it works.
It looks like you don't even value your own item. You have whatever it is you're trying to sell, and it's definitely worth whatever it is worth, and you're pricing it like $10 underneath that just to move it or competitively low, and people are like, why is it so cheap? It kind of gets this question going on in the back of their head, like, is there something wrong with it? Maybe she's not closing a stain or whatever. When everything else like it is priced higher.
So you got to be careful with your pricing, and that's about the best answer we can give you. Hack Your Health 24/7 says, "Can I put ties on my dress form? LOL. Is that weird? I don't see why not."
I've done it. I've done it, but like I've hung it. I haven't actually like tied it up. We don't have a man form.
Yeah.
We just have a dress
form.
We
actually got to pick one of those up.
But, you know, you could turn the dress form backwards, and because it's just like a flat back, and you know, if it's try it that way. I'm not saying that it's gonna work, but in my head, it's working out fine.
So we got Wear Yourself Out. Used to have box seats to the Yankees, and now she lives in Bristol no more, but she does love Fenway, so that's awesome.
Fenway's
a lot of Yankee fans here. Mimi says huge Yankee fan because I'm from New York, but a huge New England Patriots fan because I now live in Connecticut. And Wear Yourself Out says, once Yankees, always Yankees.
My mom is so hardcore, though. Like, when we first started dating, and it was, like, getting to that point where I'm like, okay, got to introduce you to the mom, that stage, you know. And my mom was working part-time at a restaurant, and that closed down, the Ground Round. Remember those?
Yeah.
And we went, and we got cinnamon dippers, and he went in with his hat, and I warned her. And I was like, Mom, you're not going to like this. And she's like, well, I'm like, you'll see. Red Sox.
Red Lotus Treasure says, do you guys have the super chat on YouTube? The content you guys provide is so valuable and appreciated, so it is definitely an awesome idea. We have applied for monetization and have been waiting since March. It's been a never-ending process since end of February. So it's coming. They say by the end of June, they got a backlog of it right now, so they're trying to get caught up.
When you go to do it, it says, oh, we'll review you in 1 or 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, great. And then at the bottom, they added something. It's like, the end of April. End of April came. And I'm like, dude, it's like the last day of April.
So we're working on it. We're working on it.
To say June. And I'm like,
Carla Rose Valenzuela. You guys are good luck. I just got 2 offers. That's awesome.
Oh, I just heard talking. Like, where is that coming from? Outside.
Yeah, that's outside.
Okay. Awesome.
Thrifting,
2 offers.
Yeah, that's great. Thrifting B says finally made it to the live video. Welcome. I never make it to the live videos. Thanks for all you provide.
That's also why we're trying to keep more of a schedule. We're going Mondays and Fridays because we understand that, like, you know, okay, occasionally it might not be 8 by 8:30, but pretty much the same schedule.
Yeah, pretty much the same schedule. So Super Chat Wear Yourself Out is basically you can tip a YouTube user, a YouTube content provider. It's like throwing them a tip. You can tip them $2, $10, $100. I've seen them go pretty high. Whatever you want. It's just a way to give back to the YouTubers that are making content for you. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. But that's basically what super chats are. It also highlights your chat on the chat box, so you get noticed. So your questions come up more.
It's obvious.
It's more obvious to the broadcasters. Yeah.
I was in a live chat YouTube video once, and this person said, "Here's your Starbucks," and the super chat was for like $2.64 or something. So I guess they had asked, like, how much is your coffee every day? They keep tipping them coffee. I'm like, that's awesome.
Christine Feeney says, I know I am super slow with my descriptions. Any tips? And I also capitalize.
You'll get quicker. You know, I used to be really slow and like staring at the picture, staring at the like cursor blinking kind of thing. I'm like, oh, you're going to get quicker at your keywords, at your SEO, what the heck you're looking at. Occasionally, I still get stumped. The other day, I didn't know if I had a tunic or a dress or what am I looking at. Like, so I just used both of them, you know. You will get quicker. Keep going. Keep hammering them out. And it's not like all of a sudden you're going to be like this listing master. It's like every day you're going to get better and a little bit faster and a little bit more efficient.
It'll get to be second nature sooner than later.
Keep on doing it.
Daisy May says, how important do you think consistent looking listings are for business? Example, all items photographed with same background, etc. We do that.
We do that.
We do that. And I think it's great to have consistency through your closet. It's going to throw somebody off if one listing has a crazy background and the other listing is plain and boring, and then so on and so forth. Consistency is a great way to catch somebody's eye.
I have in every single one of mine
something with a flamingo on it or something like that.
There's always something pink a flamingo in my closet. That's kind of like a signature. It could be I have a Aloha sign. I literally have like a little wooden flamingo. I have this tiny plastic lawn flamingo. I just put it in a corner somewhere. It's kind of like a signature. So anybody in anywhere following me knows without reading Pink Flamingo Boutique that it's like, they know that's from me.
Mine is my pictures are on a hardwood floor background, so it's very consistent. We used to take them on a white backdrop, and now I'm doing all hardwood. So you see the planking, it's manly, it looks good. So we do keep consistency. I think that it also helps to make the item stand out more than the background. So you're actually looking and focusing in on the item that's for sale, and it's going to set out.
Especially when scrolling through the entire closet.
Yeah.
And it's searching one item and you pop up, that's nice. But if someone opens up your actual closet and they scroll through row by row by row, it's going to look visually like pleasing, like people's Instagram accounts or some people's Instagram accounts. You know, it's going to be, and it's going to want them to keep scrolling and keep looking. What does that increase your chance of? A sale. Yeah. Because they're in your closet longer and they're not like thrown off by like crazy
Daisy May, you're very welcome. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, of course.
With that being said, guys, it is 9 o'clock, so it's about time to get ready for dinner and get to the party. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. We really appreciate it. If we didn't get to your closet question tonight, we're going to be back live on Friday. We'll probably have a video up sometime this week too, Wednesday or Thursday, but we're going to be back live on Friday at around 8:30. So if you can tune in, that'd be great. If you haven't already, get on our email list. You'll get that workshop for free. It's not available on Poshmark on YouTube. So that'll get sent out to you one day at a time. And it's a great resource for you guys selling on Poshmark. And we love you guys. We love all you. Thanks for tuning in.
If you haven't already, everybody, right now, thumbs up.
Thumbs up that video.
YouTube's going to maybe give it, thumbs up.
All right, I'll answer one more question since it just came in. Melanie Mel. So my hubby went sourcing with me today at our local thrift. It was fun. Any thoughts on how I could reel him in to join with poshing as a hobby? Jay. That took me some time. Show him results.
Show him the money.
Make that money. Start making sales. Show him that it can be more than just a hobby, that it's a business, that you can run it as a business. And he's going to get on board real quick. That's what it took for me. Karen started showing me her results throughout Poshmark. And I was coming. Sometimes I would come sourcing.
Didn't quite get it.
And it just evolved. And then I found out that I could do it myself and I can grow a closet and do the same thing. And with Karen teaching me. So just show him results and he'll come on board.
And I think maybe it's not just women. Hey, next Friday, have him watch us with you. You guys sit down and watch us. Say, look, Jay does it too.
Yep.
Man.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. Wear yourself out. We can't wait to meet you on the 19th.
Bye, guys.
We will see you guys on Friday. Have a great night and go kill that Poshmark.
Yeah, happy poshing, guys.
We'll make those sales.